Hi you guys, it's your girl Nay Ariane. I am back again with another video. Welcome and welcome back to the channel. Today's video, as you can see by the title, I am going to be giving you guys an update on my GLP-1 weight loss journey. So definitely stay tuned if you're wanting to know more about where I'm at with things. If you've been following my journey, you know that the last time I made a post was about my telehealth appointment with Mochi and how I was switching over from a med spa to a telehealth. So definitely stay tuned if you are either on a GLP-1 journey, weight loss journey, or looking into Mochi Health. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about getting my package with Mochi delivered, because I was talking about that in the last video. I'm going to be talking about what is the cause of me, waiting this long to take my shots and what's been going on with that. Also, just how things have been being off of a GLP-1 for about a month, how I've been, if I've been maintaining my weight and things like that, and all of that jazz. I'm just going to get you all up to date with everything. All right, let's get right into it. So last that we left off was I got my package delivered from Mochi I got it delivered July 11th. So I got it July 11th, which that was a Friday. I had my telehealth appointment with the second provider on that Monday. So it was very quick, and it did get delivered to the right house after I contacted UPS about making sure to add on my apartment number. So that was my whole little stress of the time, and I was waiting for it. And I did a short for that as well, so that you could see the unboxing of my Mochi package. The packaging was perfect. It had ice packs in there, as you can see. All of everything was in there. It has instructions on the box of the vial of how much you're going to be injecting. So I did put mine into the refrigerator as it's supposed to be in the refrigerator. And my plan was I'm going to go out of town, which I left that next day, which was the 12th of July. And I did not come back until Tuesday, which I believe that was the 15th. So my plan was, when I come back from Atlanta, which that was a really nice trip. I got to see Beyonce in concert, got to spend time with my family. So I had a good time, but I did experience some symptoms that was going on. I started to have lower abdominal pain. I started to have lower back pain. I also noticed, like, every time I eat, I would get really, really dizzy. I would get headaches. Went on the time, maybe like that Friday, I noticed that I started having those symptoms right before I had to go out of town. So I'm like, isn't that something? Right before I leave, I'm having some issues. Symptoms continued. I was taking like sea moss and different supplements that I always keep on me, and I was drinking a lot of water. So the symptoms would let up, but they were on and off throughout the time. And so I'm like, okay, of course, when I come back home, I'm going to have to, see my primary care doctor in person. And I scheduled an appointment with a physician assistant because my primary care doctor was not available. So I ended up seeing, what day did I see her on? I seen her on the 21st, which was just this past Monday. Told her everything that I was dealing with. And she was like, I don't think it's GLP-1 related. I think that it's just a matter of the fact that you were just super backed up and probably constipated. You said you weren't really having any bowels as consistently, especially now that I've been off of GLP-1 for a whole month now. And it was not supposed to be this long, but because I had the trip, that was a lapse in my treatment, and then this situation happened. So I didn't want to start it until I talked to my doctor. So she goes, well, what we can do is we could do an x-ray of the stomach. She did an exam, had me lay down, and she was pressing on just different areas to see if there was any pain. She definitely said that, because I asked her, I said, could it be that because I'm not having the bowel movements as frequently, is it putting pressure on the pelvic area and causing pain and things like that? Because I also was having pelvic pain as well. I forgot to mention that. And she said, yes, that's exactly what could happen. She said it could be trying to develop a urinary tract infection. Because she asked me, were you going to the bathroom frequently? And I thought about it. I was like, you know what? I did have a couple moments, not all the time, but a couple moments I'm like, I feel like I have to use the restroom, and then I would go, and then it would just be not as much as I felt like it was going to be. And I don't get those. I don't get them. So that was the furthest thing from my mind. And I did see online that GLP-1s can cause UTIs as well. So she was kind of leaning towards, I think it's a matter of constipation and a UTI, or at least one that's trying to come about. And so I'm like, oh my goodness. So she told me to take Metamucil, I believe, for fiber, or just fiber in general. Just get more fiber into your diet. And I ended up having a bowel movement actually that day. Funny enough, like later on in that day. And she said, I'm going to go ahead and prescribe the UTI antibiotics just in case. You know, we're going to do blood work. You're going to do a urine sample, all that jazz. And we're going to see if we see anything. Like, we're going to check your enzymes. We're going to check your electrolytes. We're going to check everything to see if we see anything abnormal or anything like that. It's not my blood pressure or my blood sugar, because I did check that. Yesterday, I did get the results back, but of course, it looked normal, but I wanted to check with her. So I was like, hey, you know, I got the results back, and I'm going to go ahead and take the antibiotics. Can I start my GLP-1 again? And I know you're probably thinking, like, why are you even thinking about that? But I'm just wondering, because I don't want to wait any longer, and I want to know if this is something that I need to clear up first. She was like, yes, it wouldn't interfere. You can go ahead and start the GLP-1 again. Just, you know, everything looked normal, but it was a little bacteria in there. And I'm thinking that maybe all that water I was drinking and all these different things I was taking, like as far as natural herbs and stuff, probably was clearing it up a little bit, but there's probably still needing to be that actual treatment for it. So I'm like, yeah, just go ahead and take the antibiotics, knock it out, get it out of the way, and then you should be good from there. So now that I have the okay, I will be taking my injection tomorrow, because I just wanted to be on Thursdays because it's closer to the weekend, and that's what I was doing before, and that seemed to work for me. So today is Wednesday, like I said. I figured, hey, I'll come on here, do my little update, let you know what's going on, and that is the plan. So I will do it on my shorts. I will do it on my short tomorrow, the injection. As far as my weight, it's been a month since I've taken my last GLP-1, which I believe that was that last week of June. I think it was like the 26th or something. It was on a Thursday. I am 198. So last we talked, you guys, I was about the same. I was like 198. And when I first started my GLP-1 journey, I was 211, and I got down to 197. So I've been maintaining my weight pretty good. I went out of town. I was eating a lot. Okay, I was having some Zaxby's. I was having some water. I mean, I was down south, so I was eating. But I already knew I was gonna probably gain weight, and it was gonna fluctuate. But when I got back home, I got right back on my routine, and I saw that I went from like 202 back to 198. Still been doing that. I've still been fasting, and so yeah, it's unfortunate that I wasn't feeling well, but now that I know what the deal is and what's going on, I can resume back to my weight loss journey and things like that. And sometimes you just run across these blocks and these things that go on, and you have to adjust. But your health is more important. There's no rush. They're going to be there. The injections are going to be there. Always follow up with your doctor and make sure that you're okay to take it. I did message Mochi as well today, my provider through Mochi, and I didn't hear anything back, but at least I did tell her, like, hey, I'm going to be starting these antibiotics. So I mean, at least you'll know. So I got the okay from the physician assistant through my actual primary care doctor office. So we're good. If you guys like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Continue to follow me on my journey, and stay tuned for another update next week. I will let you guys know how the first shot went, as usual, how much I lost, all that jazz. Again, I will be starting the 2.5 milligram as I was on before, tirzepatide, Mounjaro, And yeah, we're getting back started. All right, you guys, see you guys next week at the next update. Bye.